Standing in our growth, realizing it, and then acknowledging it was a strange moment for me. It was wonderful, but odd. Join me this week as I share how alignment is different than achievement in our seventh pillar in our Fragmented to Free recap series. Hello, friends, and welcome back to The Free Advantage, brought to you by The Risky Path. I'm Heather Davis, and I want to invite you to join me each week as we explore self-discovery, authenticity, and the journey to recovering a life of freedom. This podcast is about sharing and exploring impactful experiences that we all share in a relatable and digestible way. And with so much information out there, it can be overwhelming to take it all in. But here, I want to give you small bites that you can take back into your week and integrate into your daily life. Hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well out there wherever you are in the world. As we all are preparing for the next few weeks of holiday craziness, I am already experiencing it here, where family is already starting to trickle in for Christmas. This week's episode is making its debut a whole day later than usual, as I have been trying to make family a priority. And I've been a little bit under the weather. My voice is a little raw, so bear with me. But this week, as we continue on our Fragmented to Free reflection series, today I wanted to slow us down just a bit. Because this episode isn't about doing more. It's going to be about listening more. I have been reflecting on how often we tie our worth to our output, even in our healing and growth. What I know is that alignment is a lot quieter than achievement, but it lasts a lot longer. The other night, my husband Sean and I were up late talking in bed about life, and we were discussing a young couple that we coach. And in the process, he made a comment that just hit me. I laughed a little, and I asked him, "What happened to you?" And he was like, "What?" I laughed a little harder, and I said, "Something happened. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it did. I mean, I know that it was little by little, but the transformation, it's happened. Like, seriously, what happened to you?" Then we both started laughing, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" I told him, I'm like, it's just so weird being in this moment and realizing that I am in this moment. The comment he made to me was one that he never would have made in the past, let alone said and understood the truth of what he was saying. Standing in our growth, realizing it, and then acknowledging it was a very strange moment for me. It was wonderful, but it was odd. And you know that adage of look how far we have come, but really being actively aware of it in that moment, it felt a little different. Sean and I have been together for 15 years this year, and we have worked hard on ourselves to be who we are now for each other and for ourselves. Working through our trauma, conditioning, and focusing on our relationship with God has had its challenges. We have been up against a lot in these past 15 years. And as we have worked through things in life, there has always been a focus on achieving things, getting better, trying to be better, improving, fixing. And while, yes, that is part of it, what I have learned along the way is that alignment doesn't feel like achievement. It does not feel like we have arrived anywhere. It felt like in that moment when we were talking that we were just finally standing in the same truth. When Sean made the comment, I was instantly aware that we were in that space with one another, in full alignment. Not everything is perfect, of course not. Our life is full of challenges and trials, and we still debate about things daily. But that true alignment of our purpose, our truths, and our goals, I saw it in full force. I'm realizing that alignment isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. Alignment is when our truth and our actions finally agree. It's when your body softens instead of bracing, when your nervous system isn't pushing or proving, and when your yes feels clean and your no's feel peaceful. And I've learned that when my life feels off, it's usually because I'm out of alignment with myself. Not because I'm doing too little, but because I'm doing something that just doesn't fit. Achievement can look really good on paper and still feel wrong in your body. And if my body is saying no, it doesn't matter how good it looks on paper. One of the biggest shifts this year has been realizing how easy it is to perform wholeness instead of living it. I don't want to look healed. I want to actually be healed. And when I start performing instead of listening, I know that I have drifted out of alignment. Achievement asks, what will this get me? And alignment asks, what will this cost me? Alignment will cost you comfort before it gives you peace. And that's where the risk comes in, because the risky path is choosing what's true, even when it's uncomfortable. Alignment just isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. I don't arrive at alignment. I return to it. Some days alignment looks like action. Other days it looks like rest. And both take courage in a world that constantly asks us to produce. When my body, heart, mind, and spirit are working together in full concert, life starts to fit. Not perfectly, but honestly. And that honesty, that's where our freedom lives. As this year comes to a close, I want to leave you with this question. Where have you been achieving at the cost of your alignment? Don't ask this question with judgment or with shame. Just ask it with curiosity. You don't have to earn your worth. You don't have to justify your pace. And you don't have to keep proving yourself to be allowed to rest. Achievement may get you noticed, but alignment, it's a true pillar of freedom. Before we close, as this year is slowly coming to an end, I want to remind you that next season on The Free Advantage, we are opening up our doors wider. We are going to step into a new chapter where we are sharing real stories, your stories. And I am inviting listeners to come and join me to have real conversations on the show. If you're walking through recovery, rediscovering your worth, wrestling with purpose, or learning how to live whole again, I would love to hear from you. I am also looking for your questions. If you have questions that you've been dying to ask or you need answered, I would love for you to send them in. I want to answer them and unpack them on the show. If you can send in your questions, reflections, or parts of your own journey that you would like me to unpack on air, I'm ready to hold that space for you. All of the links to submit your stories and questions and apply for a guest spot are in the show description, show notes, and on my website, theriskypath.com. I cannot wait to hear from you, and I look forward to it, and I look forward to stepping into this next season with you all together. I want to thank you so much for joining me here on The Free Advantage. For more tools, support, and inspiration, please visit my website, theriskypath.com. And if this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. Your voice matters, and it helps us to grow and get our message out to more people just like you. Let's continue this journey to freedom together. And remember, freedom is the advantage you already own. Until next time.